Hello and welcome back. You're here with Miss Libby Rose and welcome to the video that's all about cutting out your facings and interfacings and applying your interfacing to your facing. Okay, so if you take your interfacing pieces, so you'll have two pieces, back facing, front facing. Front facing, we've got our center fold here, so we've got the marking for the center fold. So we want to line up this side against the edge of the fold of the fabric. So again, I've got my right sides together. So I pop that next to the fold of the fabric, that center fold marking. And then I've got my back facing, and this doesn't matter too much where this goes on the fabric, as long as we've got the grain line. So we've got it in line with the selvage. And again, this time you're going to be following along your number. So I've got number 14 there. And if you like, you can use weights, jam jars, whatever you like, or pins to pin that on, and cutting around the edge around your number. Make some little chalk marks where your where these little triangles are. So sometimes there's two triangles, so make two marks, and sometimes there's one, so just make one there, and get those cut out. Then go to your interfacing. So take a minute, turn your iron on. Okay, so the next step is to cut these interfacing out, but turn your iron on because next we're going to be ironing it on. So get that on and all heated up in a safe place, of course. Don't put it against something. So health and safety first. So now we take out the interfacing. And you'll see there is a shiny side, or maybe a side that's got little dots on it. So that's the glue side. But that doesn't matter too much at this point. Just open it up and do the same as you've just done with your fabrics. So front on the fold, and then the back facing can just go next to that. And we don't have to worry about grains here or anything. So just wherever it's going to fit in there. So you'll end up with two pieces of the back and one on the fold of the front facing. And again, you're cutting around and cutting around your number. And now, if you've got those pieces all cut out, we can look at ironing them on. So we've had the iron on for a minute. That should be nice and warmed up. Now I can show you the actual fabric I'm going to be using. Voila, my goodness. I just thought I need something bright because the weather's starting to change, and I mean, I will wear it in summer as well, but I find myself getting really blue when there's lots of grey skies outside. I don't mind the rain if there's blue sky, but when it's grey and chilly, I get really run down. Well, as run down as I get, I guess. So so I'm going to make it in this bright fabric that's almost clown-like. So I open up my front facing that I've cut on the fold. Can you see that here? And then I open up my interfacing and lay that down. Now, how am I laying it down? With the shiny side or with the side that's got dots on it, face down to the back of the main fabric here, okay? So can you see how I've laid that down? The good side's here, that's down on the table, and the wrong side is facing up in the air at me, and then I've put the glue side down on top there, and I lay that nice and flat. And I've got a little ironing mat on underneath here, so I can just go along and iron that on with a nice medium heat on the iron. It says not to use steam when you're putting facings on because it can, I'll just put some steam out there. Because it's got moisture in it and you're trying to heat it and put glue down, so if you add moisture in, then it's not really going to glue very well. So a nice dry iron if you can, and just make sure that that's sticking down So a medium, actually a medium to hot. You don't want to go too hot because that can like crease it all up. So somewhere in between, but you'll get it as you go. And then if you lift it up and you can feel that it's sticking down, that feels good to me. And I'm going to do my backs the same. So stripy side down and just lining up the gluey side down on top of the wrong side of the fabric and down, making sure that's nice and stuck. And again, here, and I've got some nice heat on there. So now my facings are good to go. So they're all hot. I can just lift it up a bit and find out if it's stuck down, and it has. So they are looking good. So I've now got 4 pieces, 2 for the back and 1 for the front, open because we cut it on the fold. I'm just thinking of anything else that I can say about facings really. The reason why we use them and the reason why we use interfacing. Now I know some people in my class didn't iron on the interfacing, and it's absolutely fine, especially if you've got fabric with a bit of strength to it. So if you're using like a denim or something, you probably won't need to attach facing on there because it's got interfacing onto your facing, sorry, because you've got a lot of strength in there already. And what it's doing is it's this part around the top here and around the arms, and it's just giving that lovely neat edge. So when we sew it all on, it's going to give a lovely neat edge, and also it's just going to add a bit of strength around there so we don't get like a baggy baggy sort of area here, or an area around your arms as well. So that's it. So we've done our facings. They are good to go. So I will see you back for the next video when we're going to be, so on the next video, we're going to be edging all the fabrics. So don't put your pattern pieces away just yet. So don't fold them up, put them back in the packet, because we're going to be needing them for the darts video, but I'm holding off on doing that just yet because our next step, we're going to go through just the edging of the fabric. Once we've edged it all, then we're going to go back, mark in our darts, and sew those in. Okay, so I'm going to take you through that process. But the next one, before we have to go and get into darts and things, let's just have some fun and do the edging. Now, as you get more, and you might really enjoy making this, I hope so, and at the end you might decide that you're going to make up loads, and you might do your sort of variations in different ways. And also they in the pattern directions as well, they can give you all different ways, different steps of doing it. But just for this exercise, we're doing it my way. We're doing it my way. No, we're doing it this way because it's I just want to break it up a bit, okay, for you. So the next step is to look at edging your fabric. So get your sewing machine, overlocker, whatever it is you want to use, all set up and thread up ready, and I'll see you back for the next video, sewing machines or overlockers at the ready, and have all of your pattern pieces together. So have your facings with you, and have your front and 2 back pieces with you ready as well. Okay, and I will see you shortly.